So the first one was from my mate Pablo, who is a professor in Oxford, a very clever man. And he said, "G'day, Scholes, from Oxford once again. With 3 games left for me in the UK season, a look at my match day notes shows a lot of starts. I'm getting past 50 every 4.25 innings and every 3.5 innings when I go past 10 runs. So although I'm going well and the 4Rs have really helped, what areas of the game should I look at during the off season?" He wants to convert more starts into 50s, and our 4Rs mental sort of routines or processes helped him with his game. He said that's reflect, relax, reset, refocus. So check that out. And we've got a link to our 4Rs ebook inside the community here. So if you haven't downloaded that as part of the community, you get free access to that. Go and check that out on the left-hand side under ebooks and resources. And while I mention that, if you haven't filled out our community survey, I'd love for you to please take 5 minutes and help us build the future of the cricket mentoring community by answering a few questions. That's on the feed, and it's also in our header that should be pinned at the top of the feed. So I'd love you to please go and answer that. And we are giving 3 people prizes for taking time to answer the survey. So Pablo's question is a great one. How do I convert my starts into 50s more often? And I went and just looked at some stats of the big 4. Root, Smith, Williamson, and Kohli. So these stats are pretty interesting. In Test cricket, Root gets over 50, 36.4 of the innings played. 105 times he's got over 50 out of 288 innings, 36.4. So 1 in 3 or a bit over 1 in 3. Smith, 212 innings, 79 scores over 50. So he's 37.2, just above Root, who's 36.4. Williamson, less innings, 186 innings in Test cricket, 70 times over 50. He's a bit ahead of Smith, 37.6. His conversion rate of getting over 50 in Test cricket. And then Kohli trails behind in Test cricket with a conversion rate of 29.04. But Kohli's numbers in ODI cricket are incredible. 43% of innings, he got over 50. Now, that is superhuman. Williamson, 37.5% in ODIs. So he's 37.6 in Test, 37.5% of innings in ODIs. Smith, 30%, and Root, 35%. So around that 30 to 35% mark, so 1 in 3 innings is incredible. And these are the game's greatest ever. So I think everyone wants to do better. Everyone wants to score more runs. We never really finish a season and go, I scored as many runs as I could this year. We always think, I got out early there. I could have got more runs there. We all want more, but I also think we've got to be a bit realistic at times. And I think converting 4 at sort of every 4.25 innings is pretty good. But how do you do it more consistently is the question. What tips can I give you? You understand the mindset and the routines around the 4Rs. That's really good. I would go back and start thinking about and trying to learn and lean into your game plans. When did you do well? When did you score your runs? Was it when you were more aggressive and that meant you got to 50 quicker? Or was it when you were taking less risk and you were just maneuvering the ball? And I bet you there's some trends in your game. There'll be a bit of an optimal way that you play. Now, there'll definitely be outliers. There'll be other sort of days where, okay, normally it's when I take my time and I'm going at a strike rate of 50. I'm not taking many risks. I'm just keeping the ball on the ground. That's what might be the normal, but there'll be outliers that are also that when maybe you scored a run of ball and that was a different day. But I would go back and look at your game plans and really study when did you do well. Success leaves clues. And I had a call with Jake Weatherall today, who's potentially going to be the Australian opener in the Ashes if things go well. He's one of my sort of athletes that I mentor. And we're talking about him playing against opening the batting in T20 cricket. He's also up in Darwin at the moment playing T20 cricket. And the discussion was around how should he go about it? And I said, well, you don't need to make something up. Like, success leaves clues. Go back and watch your successful T20 innings and see what you do. See the sort of the trends or the themes that happen that when you're doing well. And so Pablo or anyone watching, I'd say the same thing. Go back and study your game from a tactical point of view. What did you do? Did you attack spin? Maybe it was that when you put the spinner under pressure, he came off, and because you played pace better, you were able to just knock it, and that's when you got over 50. So try and find 1 or 2 trends that will then help you for next season. So Pablo, I really hope that helps you with your question.